Hello Ghana, most welcome to the authoritative platform here, The Page. Today, we are going to have a very interesting discourse. It's a national discourse that has been lingering on, but today I've been able to assemble three personalities that will help or attempt to bring your mind to this crucial thing. Psychology plays a crucial role when it comes to sports development, especially athlete output. And whatever it's in the mind of an athlete or how athlete sees and views things can make or unmake his or her performance. And one thing that really goes to affect the Ghanaian athlete is the fear of being injured. What if? What if? What if? What? And so there is something that really is there that hurts them. They can go in there instead of giving out their best, they'll be thinking, so when I do this and something happens, what will happen to me? Okay. So there is this package that has been created by some groups here and there. And not long ago, there was the launch of the private schools sports festival. It's a caravan that has decided that it will go through all the regions in this country, target specifically private schools, use sports as a tool to develop them and then get them into the national fold. It looks like when we're talking about schools, the concentration is on the public schools. So we want talent from schools. Then everybody's looking at the public schools, but they forget that the private school also plays a role. So they are going there to harness the talent. And then through this, there's this bigger thing, the sportsman insurance package. And so today we'll be looking at insurance and athleticism or insurance and sport. What role really does it play? Is it a game changer? Is it something that can change something? Okay, good. So today I have three bold personalities in the house that will help me try and understand and to make meaningful insight into this. So join us and then let's see if we can digest this thing and digest it very well. So let me start with my brother here, my junior brother here. His name is Kwame. His name is Kwame. He's a student athlete. Kwabena Duffour Owusu-Ameyaw is in the house. Yes. Kwabena Duffour Owusu-Ameyaw. This brother here is a student athlete. He loves to do sports, but wants to add education to it. So he wants to do all the two. But he's in a private school. And so private school fund, they say, you people, you shall embrace, you play on e-games. But doing the real sports is the issue. Now you're into the real sport. So he's here to tell me his experience, how it feels like doing stuff like this, and then knowing at the back of your mind that you are safe to do whatever you can do, your potentials. Next to him is a gentleman in tie. He's the only one in tie here today. It tells you that he's really, really serious. And he will tell us more about sports itself and the potential it has in driving our economy here in Ghana. So is no other person than Emmanuel Parker-Nyarko. Yeah. Emmanuel Parker-Nyarko. I hear you are the starting manager or something. Your position is big.
Starting sector manager.
Starting sector manager. So you are a boss and you are in my studio. So I have a boss in my studio.
Thanks for having me.
At the end of the day, we'll do more than that. We'll go beyond the studios and do stuff.
Always available.
Okay. So the gentleman that needs no introduction. You see me wearing some jerseys around. Sometimes you don't see it on the market. And this man is the one that is behind the production. Kaysports. Have you heard of Kaysports? Yeah, so the man himself is here once again. The last time he came here, he promised, he did us a show. And so he's here again. So Kwame Owusu-Ameyaw is in the house. Chief, most welcome.
Medasi.
Fabulous man.
Ghana man.
The weekend, I saw you joining the host of personalities at the Olympic Day celebrations. How was it like for you?
For me, I think it was a great thing.
Okay.
And we really appreciate and the organizers did very well by bringing all of us together. Okay. And I think with time, we can do better.
We can do better. Okay. So very soon, you come on this platform, and when I open it, I'll dash you a jersey customized by this man and his team, Kaysports. So we're talking about school sports and insurance. One person to help me do this is Kwame. The reason I'm saying that is that he has been, for some years now, moving around, trying to just find answers to some problems facing us. His friends are in the GFA, so he understands when we talk about football itself. Every sporting discipline has a friend there, so he understands. But the issue about not a deliberate one, maybe an oversight. That when we're talking about school sports, there's over reliance on private schools, public schools, as against private schools. And then when it comes to the debate and then the STEM things, they say, oh, let the private schools go and do it. Let them go and do the spelling bees and stuff like that. Then they leave. But he feels that there are some talents that needs to be tapped in the private school. So he came out with a package. So I just want to find out from him. Through all your research and coming from Accra to Hamley
And beyond.
Why school sports? Why insurance? Why that one with sports? What has that got to do with that one?
May I say? I think a lot of people say that the bees do not play sports. And they think the selected games that the bee go play would be table tennis,
Okay.
badminton, golf,
Okay.
basketball. They think that is a game for the bees.
Okay.
So most of the times, a lot of government things, like you said, they are focused on public schools.
Okay.
But for us, what we believe is that every child has a chance to play. And every child must be given an opportunity.
Okay.
In so doing, we realized that we needed to empower the private schools also to engage in sports.
Okay.
But for their parents to have the confidence, because they think they are setting games, because look, if you are playing badminton, you stand here, I stand here, so there is no collision between the two of us. Therefore, they feel safe. Table tennis, the same. But then we realize that, look, for them to be able to come out fully and confidently to participate in whatever they are doing, there must be a cushion. And we come around and realize that the cushion, as a kid, when I was growing up, we realized that there was an organization called We Cushion for Life, and that was Glico. So we talked to Glico about this and said, look, we want the kids to be able to be fully unearth their talents. We want them to have the confidence to do whatever they are doing. And the only way they can do it, and which their parents will also have the peace of mind, is to have an insurance. That is why we talked to them, we brought them together. So we're combining sports, education, and insurance, so that the kids can go out, do all the sporting activities from A to Z, but be assured that Glico is behind you.
Okay, Chief, why did you agree to do this? Some time back, I was reading an article, and then they said, oh, as for the insurance companies, they don't like the market women whose wares are in stores that can easily be set up. So when they even come, that when they are looking for loan, they don't get. They are looking for insurance, they don't get, because what they are going to use, blah, 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 becomes a problem. Why are you doing this? Well, what research went into it? And why did you accept that I want to support the sportsman?
Okay, so I think at Glico, we have been sponsoring sports programs for many years. Even similar for the Black Stars. We were giving them personal accident insurance to cover for all the World Cups they've gone to. So it's something we've started long, maybe I can say more than 10 years ago.
That one is Black Stars.
Yes. So, coming back to your question. So we think that, like you said, young children have passions. How do we grow that passion? How do we ensure that whatever they are doing, they have some sort of compensation available for them? And so when Kaysports came to us, we said, oh, we're interested. We wanted to be part of this project. Because who knows, maybe the young child, 5 years, who's playing football, or 10 years, who's playing football, can now become the next Ronaldo, the next Messi. And we all know the kind of projects and the kind of things they are doing in their communities. So sports plays a very integral role in our development. So at Glico, we believe in that. And so even if we see it as a corporate social responsibility, it's something that we want to do.
So break it a little bit for us. When we talk about insurance, what really is it that some of us feel that, oh, they are just taking our money and they want us to pay and we are paying and blah, blah, blah. What really, when we say insurance, what really is it?
Yeah, when we say insurance in simple terms means promise to pay claim. And when we say claim, what do we mean? We mean that we are promising you that if whatever risk whatever risk, it could be fire, it could be accidental injury, whatever risk you want to insure against. When that risk occurs in the future, we'll come and compensate you. I think practically that's what insurance is saying.
Okay. So this is private schools. Accra alone, I gathered that we have more than 200 private schools. Now the thing is, it's a nationwide thing. So if you're even looking at the number of private schools around, why they do this? Why they say, okay, I want to get into this one?
You know, insurance runs on numbers. You know, so if I'm offering an insurance policy to you, especially for personal accident or sportsman insurance, it runs on numbers. The higher the number, then we also want to be involved into it. So clearly, if you are doing it nationwide, it means that you will have more numbers. You know, so that's what we believe in. If you have numbers, the numbers helps in terms of providing that coverage that you need to provide.
So for the package you've created, how does it work? How does it look like?
So the package is in 4 sections.
Okay.
Now, per the agreement we have with Kaysports, we have what we call a capital sum. That is the amount that is payable. That is 10,000 cedis. So every child is assigned 10,000 cedis. And now let me explain the sections. Now the first section is death. So if a child dies as a result of sports or he was involved in games and he dies, we pay out the full 10,000 cedis. Now the second one has to do with permanent disability. So if a child through sports gets hurt, we also pay the 100%, which is the 10,000 cedis. The third one has to do with temporal disability, where the child is hurt but can recover. So now we pay 50% of the sum assured, which is the 10,000 cedis. And the last one has to do with the medical expenses. So the medical expenses that you, as a parent, will incur in ensuring that the child recovers, we pay 10% of that. Or that is 10% of the 10,000 cedis.
So now we are doing school sports and students are playing. Then they get injured. What happens? They just inform you and then you just...
Yeah, so what happens is that if a school wants to be part of it, want to route it through the schools. So if a school says, okay, I want to be part of this package, then they will give us the number of students they have, that is including their names and everything. They will put them as part of the package. Yeah, so when a child gets hurt in the course of, let's say, games, we'll leave a helpline number that they can call. When they call that number, our claims unit to attend to that child.
So the parents really doesn't get more worried that their children are having to do sports and they get injured.
Yeah, I think that the insurance provides them with that comfort. Because if you know there's compensation available for you, then you easily want your child to be part of the sports program. So I think that the insurance there is serving as a buffer to ensure that the child can go all out and play. And when they're able to do that and something happens, they know there's compensation. Because most parents are afraid because of the financial burden that sports pose. Because one injury can be very fatal. So if it's fatal, how do we ensure that the child comes back alive and becomes normal? It's through our insurance package that provides that comfort for the parents.
Okay, so I'm coming to you, my brother here. Which of the sports, I hear you do multiple sports, you love multiple sports. You love the ones you can watch and the ones you participate in. So which of the sports do you love most?
Football.
Which Ghanaian boy will not say he loves football? Aside football, which other one do you like?
Basketball.
So do you play basketball?
No, please.
But you like the football?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, Kwabena, since you started doing your sports, playing your football, what comes into your mind when you are playing?
Okay, when I'm playing football, what comes into my mind when I'm playing is if I get hurt or something like that, I can't go to my parents and go and tell them that, oh, see, I've gotten hurt, or like they'll just totally ban me from ever playing the sport. So like if there's this insurance, like it will cover like all the bills you have to pay when I get hurt.
Are you scared? Have you seen a colleague get hurt before?
Yes.
Which side of the body?
Their leg.
They got hurt in the leg.
Yes.
And then what happened to them? That makes you feel that if there's insurance there, it will cover. What happened to your friend or whoever got injured?
Like my friend's leg got cut and like even his bones were showing. So
you saw the bones?
Yes.
Oh.
The bones were showing, like for months. The guy couldn't, like, there was no money, so the guy couldn't, like, go to the hospital and recover himself.
Oh, okay. Okay. So now I'm talking to you as a brother. You leave your father in the people are happy. At your school, when you guys are playing football, or at home, when you guys say you are going to play, what do you hear mommy and daddy or uncle say? Be careful. What do you hear them say?
Like, Upra Mebo.
Does it frighten you? Does it really put something in your mind that be extra careful? What does it do to you when you hear those words?
Sometimes when I even hear this, like, I feel like stopping so that, like, I don't get in trouble at all.
Okay. So now that you've heard what Uncle is saying about, oh, you can go and do your sports now. If you know everything is, how far do you want to go with this your football stuff?
Maybe even better than Ronaldo.
Yeah, cry. You know, if you say Samoa Jan, you are saying Ronaldo is not in this country. Ronaldo is something else. So on the football field, which position do you play?
Center midfielder.
So you are like a Pate or Machida Shimeru or something.
Yes, please.
Sure. Okay, I'll come back to you. Chief, you're a father, I know. Happy belated Father's Day anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
This project, really, for a parent, talking from the parent's angle, is it a confidence boosting idea that they should allow their wards, their children, to choose the sports they want to do?
Theo, it's long overdue. We need this as part of our daily life. Like he said, assuming you are paying, he didn't mention the amount, okay, but the amount is 60 cedis the whole year. And 60 cedis, give and take, is 1 week lunch, give and take.
For some people.
For some people. For you sitting here, I know it's an hour's lunch. Okay. And a Kwabena sitting here probably will eat more than 60 cedis a day. Okay.
You mean if you are going to buy papaya now?
Okay. Assuming you want to buy papaya,
it's above 60
above 60 cedis. And in case there's any eventuality, you have up to 10,000 cedis coverage. And it's a 24-hour thing. It means you don't have to only be on the field. When you are 24-hour, meaning even you can be sleeping as part of it. And you are covered for up to 10,000. Per day. So for me, I think, say, as parents, let us encourage the schools. Let's go to the schools and say, look, school, mon fam done this, because then a bit parents now. Because you see, my brother, as we sit here, people are paying 500 to 1,000 cedis at East Legon for their kids to go for this kind of trainings. Now we are here, now you go to school at Fabodiabetume Chalk and things like that. How do you get opportunity to come over here?
You mean the area that where you are working, but it will take you like 3 hours to get to the...
It is not here. It is very far.
Say, so you be walking and you keep walking.
You keep walking.
Then you cross the river. Then you keep walking.
You may not cross the river. But you see, what I'm saying is that a lot of people are investing into their case life. Look, after 1991, when Odate Lamte Dems did this showman to get us the cup, every parent wants their case to play. But a lot of people also have the fear of the unknown, which is probably getting hurt. Because you see, back in the days, there was a player called Baba Musa. He used to play the Black Star defender, and he was a Kotoko player. The name of pain. Even it was a try match between Kotoko and Black Stars match at the Kumasi Sports Stadium. It will pain. Assuming it happens to you, we need that so away. So for Glico coming to this, me as a parent, I love it. I believe every parent should go to the school that their kids go and tell themselves, done this, so that our kids can also have the opportunity to join. ABR, not me, I can afford by taking my child directly to Glico and say, insure him. Probably instead of 10,000, I probably want to do 50,000, so that in case of anything, every medical expenses is being taken care of. But everybody is not like Lenica sitting here. But Metimu says 66 is there. Everybody who sacrifice bibia, who jan to manoto. When you sacrifice your ntoma, one ntoma, it can pay for insurance for your child. A be man guarantee. No timia a dia grow, be dino wholeheartedly. Or bobola, or two mirika, or bot tennis. Any I can't see be a biano. He can go all out to do it. So for me, as a parent, as a father, I appreciate this and I love it. Now, Glico forecast and be good must not say, Kwame, it is not only about school beer, you are participating in this program, bringing your school children into this program. You are guaranteed a percentage discount on your properties you bring, your cars, your buildings. They are giving you a discount.
Okay, so I ask this.
Number 2.
Private schools.
Wait, okay. Let me add this first, please. Number 2, school now they are participating in these products. The first 10 teachers they bring, they are insuring them for 5,000 for free. And assuming, say, you are bringing students of, let's say, 200, 300, you probably may also get the opportunity of having extra 10 teachers be insured for free. So it means to say, pay we now per day. Omo be BI fair. So if for because I'm so artists who we there, omo the BBI my na you pay we per day.
This beautiful package, as the GS aware of this, is the ministry, because you are using sports as a tool. Yes. And one agency that must help develop sports in this country is the Sports and Recreation Ministry. Yeah. Are they on board? Are they really into this? The educational sector, are they aware that such an initiative is there? So they encourage more schools to participate in sports, so that the curriculum will get towards a way that sports gets its fair share, just like the way the other sectors get their fair share.
Pacho, yes, we've informed them. I have scheduled a meeting to be the minister in charge. When we launch the thing, NSA sends somebody over there, GSA somebody over there. But I think what we are also officially going to do is that we will do a soft launch at Glico headquarters. And hopefully we may even bring the minister over there, so that everybody will get to know what Glico is doing for this country.
Okay. Chief, we play soccer or sport. Soccer is the big one, or sport. For, let's say, our Premier League, the Ghana Premier League, we have 18 teams that play. When we come down there to the Women's Premier League, we have almost 18 or 15, 16 teams that play. You have Division 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Are they all, from your research, are they all one way or the other under this or under any insurance package? You are with your agency, but I'm using the football because they are, you could say, they are guarded because a team at least will parade 20 players per match, and you look at the number of teams, football teams alone. I'm not even going to the other disciplines alone. From where you say it, are all sportsmen doing the football business thing on any insurance cover? From where you sit?
I think from my experience or from what I'm seeing the past 16 years is that what they focus more on is health insurance.
They like the health insurance.
They like the health insurance more than the insurance itself.
Okay.
Because there's a difference between the two.
Okay.
What we are saying, you're talking about accidental injury.
Okay.
So when somebody gets hurt, but health insurance also provides accidental injury, and also you can be sick of malaria or anything. That one also.
So right now that we're watching, and other club CEOs are watching and stuff like that. This one you made it for the schools. Is there a package there for, let's say, clubs, other disciplines? We have the arm wrestlers there, we have the swimmers there, we have athletes there, volleyball players there. Everybody, is there something for every sportsman?
So let me say that Glico, we pride ourselves in offering tailor-made policies. So if you come to Glico, you won't see traditional policies. You see policies where are need-centered.
Okay.
They are need-centered. So if anyone is watching us and they are interested, they can come to us. I will leave my contact. We can have a discussion on that. We can as it were, fashion a policy to meet their specific needs. Yes, so we can do that now. But for now, what we are doing now is to have a collaboration with Kaysports for the schools. Okay. If anyone is interested in covering their in terms of sector, we can also look at that and provide a tailor-made policy to meet their needs.
Are Ghanaian sportsmen and women responding to insurance?
No.
Are they aware about plus or minuses?
I think they are aware, but we need to do more education. I think the financial literacy has to go on so that people will be aware. And like you said, we need to start with the football, fraternity. So that at least at that point, we're able to grow it to meet the other sports fraternity.
Because if your initial comment, you've been supporting these national teams, especially the Black Stars.
The Black Stars, yeah.
It is only when they are going to play tournaments that you come. So if they don't play tournament and they rehearse at home at their clubs and they are selected to be part of the national team before they know that there is something like that, then what happens to the pre before they become the Black Stars team?
Let me come in here. You see, they have a saying that a journey of Tanzania begins with a step. We want to put this within the kids growing up so that when they know it's a basic necessity for them, then when they get advanced, then they will always request it as part of whatever agreement they sign. Because a lot of them doesn't know. They don't even ask for it. Yeah. But if I know that I deserve an insurance, or if you come to, let's assume you come to Kaysports agency. Kaysports agency will make sure that the club you are going to play, they will offer you PA. They will offer you all the insurances to cover you, so that in case you get hurt, there will be something to cover you. So we'll make sure you sign a good deals for you. So for us, it's the beginning. Let's get it within the schools. Let's put it within the kids. Let them understand it, so that once they grow, it always form part of them that, look, insurance is a necessity I need, and everything I do, I must be covered.
Okay.
So just to add to what he said, it's an area that is untapped. And we believe that at Glico, we want to venture into that space to be able to know and meet the needs within those sectors.
So my friends in the boxing ecosystem, boxing,
yes,
mixed martial arts, kendo, karate, judo, going, yes. And then we have the Mr. Strongest. Then we come to the bodybuilders. They are all the you are saying that your outfit will only center on when they come to you and then you design a policy for them. Won't you also approach them and tell them that there is something that is up there for them to really look at it and see? Everybody needs an insurance.
Yeah, everybody needs an insurance. And like I said, it's something we are doing now. And it's good we've brought it up. It's something we can look at and find solutions to meet those particular needs. And because you see, it's an area that is unique. And you need to do proper research and proper work. Because like I say, in judo and boxing and everything, what will be the coverage in terms of the scope of cover? All of these things has to be looked at. Because boxing, definitely somebody will be punched in his face. Somebody would hit. Insurance is looking at accidental damage. But in that particular situation, you know you'll be punched. You know definitely you have a bleeding eye or a bleeding face. What do you do? So the scope of cover is very key. We cannot do a generalized policy for all the fraternities. You have to look at what they do and couch a policy that meets their particular need. Because already, as a boxer, you're already exposed to injury already. There's no boxer who goes into the ring and comes back without an injury. So the scope of cover is key. And what insurance seeks to look at is to cover accidental injury. But not when you know that this injury will definitely occur. So insurance won't cover for that. So that's what I'm saying, that we need to find a proper way of solving or providing solutions for them. And that would depend on the scope of the cover that we give to them. That's why I made in the initial comment that we'll have to have a discussion individually with with the fraternities to know what they are exposed to and what we can also offer to them.
And to add to what you just said, you see, we have come out with what we call sportsman insurance. So sportsman insurance, but we are starting with the kids. Any sporting agencies could also approach us. And we can also incorporate them within the sportsman insurance. So that we have the adult one, we have those for basically arm wrestling probably could even be part. But what I'm saying is that if, let's say, NSA or the federations are interested, they should reach out to us. We will sit down, incorporate them, so that we know that we're doing this to cover athletes at the higher level. Because this one is for the kids. So we can do for the middle level, upper level, and everywhere.
How time runs fast. I wish we could delve in, because somebody sent me a message on the discipline that they do. So if you are now going to say discipline specific, and they are thinking, so maybe there will be a bigger forum, for a deeper discussions on this one as to where indeed, if I'm a sportsman and even I come for the sportsman insurance and I play rugby, you have to know the ins and outs of rugby to really appreciate it. So when I buy it and it really doesn't cover the real thing, what really happens? So that angle too. The cyclists just rode through. They said they were doing Tour de Ghana or something. They will come back again. They are also athletes. Yeah, so is that the accident, the one that you cover, or it's a different accident?
Yeah, so I mean, like with what we said earlier on, we have the arrangement with the children.
The children.
Children now.
Okay.
Now, if anyone is interested in, we can have a discussion, sit down, like I said, it's something we can look into to find a solution for them, because insurance anywhere will not pay for an injury that you know is going to occur. Insurance anywhere will not pay for that, and so we need to couch a specific policy to meet their particular needs.
Okay.
Yes.
And the outfit is ready.
Yeah, we are.
Doors are always open to.
Our doors are always open to create a policy that meets their.
But have we reached the stage that everybody must be educated literally about our finances and how we do our stuff?
Yeah, it's very important, because you see, insurance serves as a buffer or as a backbone for many companies, and also even for you as a person. Because if you have an insurance in place, whether it's funeral insurance, whether it's personal accident insurance, whether it's motor insurance, they all provide benefits to you. And it's a promise to pay a future claim. A promise to pay a future claim. So insurance is very important, and the financial literacy is something that I know the National Insurance Commission is now delving strongly into that. And at Glico too, we ensure that all our clients and people that we meet, we provide them with proper education. The policies that we issue.
Okay. Kwabena.
And before Kwabena comes in, the interesting part is that even the insurance companies themselves get themselves insured.
Okay. So, okay. Who watches over the watchman?
Exactly. So you need it at all costs.
My brother, are you going to kill yourself? Are you going to train morning, afternoon, evening, knowing that you have insurance at your back?
I don't really know. But, no. I don't, okay. I'll not be like always training, because maybe I have other things to do.
Okay.
But you see, even though the insurance covers you, you should know that if you do this, this will happen. Like,
so you be extra careful. That's all you want to say.
Yeah.
So now, but you can go all out to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you still want to be the next Ronaldo. Did he say Ronaldo or Lionel Messi?
no.
He says he will pass him.
You want to pass through Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Then you become what? Yamin.
Kwabena Duffour.
Thank you very much, guys, for passing through. We'll get another time in a bigger forum to really talk about this and how we can protect Ghanaian athletes, because sometimes this injury thing scares people, so they don't really come out in their full best, because Charlie, at the end of the day, after per diem, what happens? Thank you very much.
But before we go,
thank you very much.
Quickly, parents, schools, let's get involved.
Okay. So the thing is parents and schools.
Yes.
That's why you're starting from the private schools.
Yes.
So that the parents, when they come, the PTA can agree.
Exactly.
And then you start from there.
Exactly.
So let's hope it builds up and then spreads throughout the country.
Sure.
So that at least we can also get those talents and then help grow Ghana sports. My doors are always open for you guys for further discussions on this one. But Kay, if somebody wants to get in touch with you guys on social media, where do we get you?
Okay, you can reach me at 0244.
Social media. This number.
Okay, Kaysports.
Yes.
Just go Kaysports.
Everything is there.
Yes.
This number you are going to mention is there. They will not hear it well.
No, let them take the number also.
Okay, see.
0244 40
Okay.
6653.
That's
0244
Yes.
40 6653.
Okay.
And you could also go to Kaysports.
Okay. And then you get it. Chief. So for somebody to quickly rush to you and then say, I want this gentleman I saw on TV, how does he get in touch with you? Just come to like
so they can reach us on 020
Okay.
532
Okay.
2804.
Okay.
Let me go again. 020 532 2804.
Okay. So come and let's all get insured and then let's see. So as for my brother here, he wants to go beyond the established norm. So a Ghanaian like Messi, Ronaldo in the making. In the next 10 years, we want to see him. So you'll be 16 or 26. In the next 10 years, how old will you be?
23.
You will be 23. So he's 13 years old plus 10 years. 23, then which means that you'll be driving G-Wagons and stuff like that because the money has come. So thank you very much. Add your script to it and then leave the rest out. Thank you very much. So that's it. Also tell somebody to tell somebody about really how can we be insured in this sports ecosystem. Look at it very well. Come up with ideas and just get closer to these experts and see how we can do a win-win situation here. You play sports, you are safe. You go on retirement, you are safe. That's been the page. It's the same time tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much.